put a finger down if you've ever scheduled a writing session after a full day of work at 11 p.m. when you're too exhausted to do anything and every word you write sounds like a completely different language. Guilty. Or if you've ever tried to write after one of the most exhausting days of your life and you wonder why you can't focus. Yeah, me too. Let's fix it. In the next few minutes, we'll talk about how to figure out how your brain and body actually works with your creativity so we can stop fighting ourselves every time we try to write. This, combined with the time audit, will give us an objective view of your life so we can make goals based on your actual life and not the fantasy life where you have all of the time and the energy in the world to write. If only life were that simple. I used to force myself to write after work because that's when I had time, right? But every session was like pulling teeth and I would be falling asleep at my keyboard and wondering why my draft wouldn't make any sense the next day. When I did this exercise, I realized that I was a morning person forcing myself to write at night. When I switched to writing before work and at my lunch break, I finished a pilot that actually made sense because a zombie wasn't writing it. Same amount of time per week, but completely different results. An energy audit tracks when you feel creative, focused, in flow, versus when you are a zombie trying to string sentences together. We can carve pockets of time out to write, but if you try to write when your brain is fried, it's going to feel like pulling teeth and you're probably going to get really frustrated or beat yourself up because you feel like it's a deficit of talent and not something else, and quit, which is what we were trying to avoid. No more of that. So here's what we're going to be tracking over the next 10 days. When do you feel most awake and focused? When does the light switch in your brain turn on? When do you feel most creative? When do you get your best ideas? When do you feel like you're in a flow state where you can work for extended periods of time? Like what gets you into that groove? On the other side, when do you feel drained or mentally exhausted? What activities or triggers drain you? And what activities energize you? Keep notes about this in your phone or journal. My recommendation is to do it at the same time that you're tracking your time, in the same template or in the same app. Just add a little note as to how you're feeling when you're tracking your time, just to habit stack it and make it a little bit more easy. Another option is to set alarms throughout the day and make a note as to how you're feeling at that time. After a few days, we'll start to see some patterns. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Do you crash after lunch or having big meals? For some reason, I crash at 3 p.m. every single day. Every single day. Don't know why. Does socializing energize or drain you? Does the type of work that you do at your day job really drain you creatively? Or do you have plenty of creative juice at the end of the day? Something that really helps with this is the peak performance quiz, which I will link below. It'll give you insights into your natural rhythms and kind of give us a baseline to start from. It's really quick and really helpful. Once we have this information, we will try our darndest to align our writing time with our energy and creative peaks. And when that's not possible because life is lifing, we'll use this information to make the writing time that we do have a little bit more fruitful. This is all about working with yourself instead of against yourself. So if you are in the SBA community, you can access the tracker that I made for you below, or you can pick another method to track your energy. For everybody, once you pick your method, comment below and tell me what you've chosen. Of course, everything in this challenge is optional, but I included it for a reason. If you skip these steps, the energy and the time audit, then we'll end up with a beautiful writing plan that you don't actually follow because it doesn't work with your actual life. So drop your favorite emoji below when you've set up your tracker, and I will see you in our official day 1 video.